What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
It's your boy, the Black Senpai.
And it's the boy, the Omni Dragon.
And today we got a review for you, an Omni review. Haven't done one of these in a while. And today we're going to be talking about the new Captain America Civil War movie.
Yes,
we just got out of the movie theater and saw it. Go ahead and give you our impressions. The plot of how they get the goddamn two sides against each other, to me, was very dumb.
What?
No, don't get me wrong. I love the movie. It was just this part kind of irritated the fuck out of me. So I believe the reason that the whole thing starts, and the reason the two sides actually get against each other is because the Avengers do some type of not espionage, but some type of operation where they're trying to get these terrorist guys from getting this secret poison virus that they're trying to get or something like that. During the process, 30 people get killed. And that causes the government, I guess, to want to crack down on the Avengers, talking about how some people see them as villains instead of heroes. And I'm just sitting there like, do y'all not realize what the fuck would have happened if that virus would have got released? Like, oh wow, 30 people died. Big fucking whoop. Like, who gives a damn? And then like, fucking Tony Starks is in the damn meeting at this university, and some woman in the damn about to get on the elevator tells her that her son died, and that's pretty much his whole entire motivation for wanting to sign the goddamn registration. I forgot what it was called. It has something to do with the African nation that that virus operation happened in. But yeah,
Black Panthers one time.
I don't know. Was that Black Panthers?
Yeah. Well,
No, that was before Black Panthers part.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. The virus was before Black Panther's part. Black Panther was when they bombed the UN embassy.
He wasn't. Hold up.
Yeah, that's
but they already wanted him to sign it though.
Yeah, they wanted him to sign it because of the virus thing. He was one of the nations that was with them that wanted him to sign it. Oh, and then when he went to the UN, that's when they bombed the.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that was already in place when they met Black Panther. Though. That's what I'm just saying. The contract deal.
Yeah, I know the contract deal was in place. Yeah. I was saying that he wasn't in part. Like that didn't have anything to do with that, like original attack that caused the creation of the registration.
Right.
But yeah, like so, and then the damn Secretary of State or whatever, I believe that was the guy. He comes into the Avengers headquarters and he's talking about all these events that they've caused supposedly, and like reasons why they should join or sign the registration. And he points to like the invasion of the aliens from the Avengers movie and the Ultron incident from Avengers 2 where he brings the continent up or whatever and threatens to slam it. And they use that as if that's like an argument against the Avengers. As if the Avengers called the fucking aliens to the planet, or the Avengers were the ones that lifted the goddamn continent and was threatening to drop the shit. Do you not realize how many people would have died if the Avengers weren't around?
That's true. But let me say this though. Tony Stark, he's being driven on more than just that one scene.
Remember whose side we were on too. Remember the sides, okay? Remember whose side.
Tony Stark. Listen, Tony. He also at the same time feels really bad because he feels that most of the stuff is his fault. Like Ultron, he admitted it's his fault. Like that, so he feels bad about that. So he felt bad that the entire situation that happened in Avengers 2 was his fault.
And how does
technically was too?
And how does he fix it? By making more stupid ass decisions.
I mean, I'm just saying. So Tony Stark in this movie, he was driven on basically the fact that he was just feeling guilty about the things that had happened. That's basically his entire character. He's just being driven by guilt. And then, there's some key shit that happens that, people are angry. Just everything just adds up together. I kind of like it. I kind of knew.
There's a lot of blame getting put on people that shouldn't be getting blamed.
Yeah, a lot of people in this
Tony Stark falls for that instantly. Like, he immediately fucking falls for, like, the original,
right,
like, person getting blamed. And that just goes to prove more, like, dude, you're supposed to be smart. Sit back and analyze for a second.
Right.
Like, don't just think that just because... And the irony of it, I just thought about it. Like, Captain America's on one side of the blame, and Tony Stark is on the other side of the blame.
Right.
One believes that one person is guilty, another person doesn't believe that the person's guilty, but they want to look more into it. Tony Stark's, he's sitting there getting mad at Captain America's side because I guess he looks at it as like, oh, we need to be shut down or whatever, and stuff like that. But then towards the end of the movie, when something happens with him that's personal with him, now all of a sudden, like, oh no, forget everything about registration and all that stuff. It's out the window. I want stuff to get. I want to be a vigilante. I'm gonna put justice in my own hands now. Like, you weren't saying that shit just a minute ago.
Listen, I will truly say
your
though,
dude.
I'll truly say that at the time when that happened at the movie, Iron Man had already done something key in the story anyway. So the fact that he did that wasn't really out of character. He already did something big to the plot already, being there. So
To me, Iron Man was acting like a teenage girl. He was definitely PMSing all over the place.
Nah, listen, I love Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was a good.
Spider-Man
good thing.
was when Spider-Man came. I was happy.
Yeah,
I was happy how
really
they introduced him.
I really like the character who played him. Like I said during the trailers, I thought that he was a perfect teenage character, and he definitely came off as that. Like, he came off as a teenager, like how you would expect Tony Parker. Wow, how Peter Parker would act. And when he became Spider-Man, he acted like how Spider-Man would act, and that was perfect. Yeah. He definitely
and Aunt May was in there. She looked way too young to be in there. like she looked way too young.
I mean, she didn't look like the comic book character, but let's be real. How many aunts do we know that are like 50 years older than the nephew, unless they're like a grandma?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is the modern day Aunt May, but this Aunt May was like 27. Like I'm used to like 40-year-old Aunt May. Like, everybody has a 40-year-old aunt. But anyways.
Also, another good bright point to me was Black Panther. A lot of people say Spider-Man stole the show, but I think that's because of the fact that a lot of people haven't seen Spider-Man in a Marvel movie. But me personally, I like Black Panther a lot in this movie. Like, to me, that dude was fucking on.
Oh, Black Panther was a beast, though. And the fact that, like, he's going to get a movie and an origin story.
It might be shocking for me to say it, but I think that, to me, he just, like, hit number 3 as far as not number 3. Let's say number 4 as far as favorite superheroes, period.
I like his character. He has a no-nonsense type of hero.
Yeah.
But at first, though, he was kind of driven on vengeance. But, you know,
the funny thing is he had a cool head about it, too. Like, I will kill him when I find him. I will kill him when I find him.
But he eventually came along, though, and he realized exactly what was going on.
Unlike what Iron Man did, which he fucking did for the entire movie, was just get stuck on one little thing.
Overall, though, let me say this. Overall, I liked the movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
But as for like the good reviews, the 92%, I'm sorry, I'm not putting it that high.
I would put it. I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Divine, man.
I would.
Black Senpai, sir.
I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10.
This guy.
This is a guy that doesn't. This is a guy that hasn't watched any of the Captain America movies.
9 out of 10.
So it had
he
a
gave
little
Deadpool
bit. It had a little bit
10.
of a Captain out of him. No, I gave it like a 7.5.
Oh, you gave it 7 out of 10, sir.
I could have sworn.
It's on camera. That's the great thing about this thing.
Are you sure you remember what you're saying? Because I gave another movie a 7.
You gave it 7 out of 10.
No, I gave another movie a 7. I gave it 7.5.
You didn't give it 7.5. I don't remember no 7.5.
There was another movie review that I gave a 7.
Give it 7, sir.
Okay, well, no, we'll anyway, we're gonna have to wrap it up. I definitely liked the movie. Let us know what you guys thought. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel because we're uploading videos every single week, and be sure to share these videos and hit that like button, of course. So that's us. We're gonna go ahead and give you the deuces and wrap this thing up. We only want to do a 1 part or so. Peace.